Is the mic still on?
You got Ken and Beezy, Sophie and Mike, feet for a ride. The people want to know, is the mic still on? I'm saying.
One thing, to switch topics a little bit, but it's still dealing with something tragic. I feel like we should have talked about Chadwick Boseman passing. I mean, in a year where my mind is blown like every month, this was just only because like I didn't know he had colon cancer for 4 years. So like I think he got diagnosed in 2016. The film run he did as far as like physical, like when you do Marvel movies, especially multiple, you gotta be in shape, and to go through treatment with that.
Yeah, man.
I just want to say salute to his team for keeping that information private.
Yeah, and the castmates or whatever.
Well, they didn't even know because I like Spike Lee posted a picture of him on the with them together, and someone asked him like, "Did you know?" And he was like, "I didn't know." He said nobody knew.
Yeah, well, shout out to his team then.
Because even when that picture leaked, where he was looking really skinny, I think someone said like, "Oh, it's for a role." I think one of his teammates.
That's what I was thinking for. Like when I seen him doing interviews, and I was like, hey, he looks really. I noticed that he looked very skinny. It was kind of a similar situation with Charlie Murphy. Yeah, I remember when I saw Charlie Murphy doing interviews, I'm like, damn, he looked very skinny. But I didn't even. I'm thinking for a role, movie role, or whatever. But yeah, like once the Chadwick Boseman thing happened, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's why I was questioning Charlie Murphy, because I think they both died from colon. I think they both had colon cancer. So yeah, it's just like seeing that, I'm like, damn, that's. And
then he had in that picture, he had a 42 hat with Jackie Robinson, and the day he died is the day that they celebrated Jackie Robinson.
And he played Jackie Robinson.
Don't even get me started on that, man. It's just incredibly tragic, but also it was a gift to witness Black genius on screen. I think that we should give reverence and definitely give appreciation to that in a time in which somebody is contemplating their final decisions, final things, final acts, giving to the youth and giving to the children of like figures, regardless of whatever we think about whatever, portraying positive and powerful Black figures and what that does to the psychology of developing Black minds, it's that's something that he's going to live through forever.
And he kind of got criticized for it too, because they were just calling him like, "Oh, you just the Black guy that plays all the Black people." Like,
who was saying this though?
It was like criticism as far as like the fans, like, why is this? He played everybody. He was playing Thurgood, Jackie, then James Brown. And like,
well, he can't control what Hollywood gives him for roles, like
Well, I'm confused. What was he supposed to play?
Well, they were just like, you should do other things. Like, don't play just.
Don't play Black people? Who are these people that y'all are following? I'm curious. I didn't hear a single bit of this.
Me neither.
Well, I just be on Twitter, and then I'll see I read the comments a lot just to get like a perspective, like what do people think about this person or just like this film, and people were just like, well, I'm getting tired of him playing these roles and stuff like that.
Again, and I know, look, white people, I love you. I know y'all gonna get mad, but again, are these white people?
It's a mix.
It's white people. Because I can't see, why would a Black person say, man, I'm tired of you playing powerful Black characters? These are white people on Twitter.
They don't say it like that. They just say like,
saying this?
They just want to see.
Expand his movie role?
What Black person would say that? Expand your movie role outside of playing famous Black people.
You play Abraham Lincoln?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did they want him to do? Pull a fucking Lin-Manuel? You know what I'm saying? And go do some of that bullshit? What do they want?
Play Soul Man and shit. He turning white and shit.
Right. What the fuck? These are either very confused white liberals that are trying to paint a box of, oh, you guys are only casting him this way because he's whatever, or these are like racist white trolls that are mad about their comic books. Like, I can't understand an average Black person being like, you played James Brown and Jackie Robinson, man, I'm tired of you. You need to play a normal Black person. Who would say that? But when you go on Twitter, and I do it too, when you go on Twitter, you just have to look at shit and really stop and think for a minute. What's going on in this person's life to make them say some shit like this?
I don't never get that deep, Mike.
But I'm saying, but you walk.
I get you, and that's a smart way to think about things. It's just I just take it for like, I'm just looking at them like, why?
But see, but you're taking it deeper than me, and the reason I'm saying this is because you walked away with the idea that quote unquote a group of people are saying this. When I look at it and I say, no, it's about 5 or 6 of these weirdos that are just spreading this goofy ass idea, and this is not a narrative. I don't know that was really a narrative, that he's playing too many powerful black roles. Mm-hmm. And if it is, you have to think about why would they say that.
That's true.
Because they're racist as fuck. Mm-hmm. A regular ass black person ain't saying, go make them play in, Boys in the Hood Part 2. Like, nobody's saying that.
I think probably the only distinction would be like there's always a pocket of black folks that's always just going joke in passing, like, oh well, who should play James Baldwin? Well, let's just get Chadwick to do it. He do everything else, it's something like that.
I can see that.
But in terms of people like, yo, this is an issue and he got to be stopped. Like no one, like you know what I mean? Like yo, it's not that deep. Yeah. But just going back to it, it's just like incredible, just tragic that we are seeing every other month, man, just the falling of these representative figures, and just not just for the purpose of entertaining us, but it's so much that we get not just inspiration, but it's a staple in our lives often, that these people that we call celebrities or people that are just fixtures to our lives, when they pass and when they go like this, it just makes me think about, what am I want to live for? Right. What am I willing to live and die for?
Goes back to the regrets conversation somewhat.
But that's why I love the celebration that he's been getting lately on social media, as far as like you see the clips of his interviews or like his speeches that he gave. Like, if you didn't pay attention to him until just now, like you would have, like, just looking at that, you would be like, damn, this dude was about something the whole time. And I think people overlooked it because of some of the roles he may have played. Like, people probably didn't realize who he was until the Marvel movies. You know what I mean? So I like how they're going back in his filmography, or like looking back at his speeches and his mindset to get an understanding of who he was as a person. Because everybody's
integrity.
Yeah, everybody says like, bro, this was a stand-up dude, like point blank period. Regardless, fuck all the acting shit. Like, the way he went to go visit kids who were dealing with cancer when he was dealing with it, like,
it's crazy.
Like you said, the fact that they kept this super low key, especially this day and age,
it's kind of interesting. I just reflect back on like some of the videos I saw, and I remember one time, because once he did Black Panther, he was Black Panther forever, right?
And he got tired of it too, right?
And that's what I was talking about. Like, people were saying that, oh man, he's tired of this Black Panther shit. And then now that I'm thinking, knowing what I know now, I'm like, was he, or was he just maybe he just came from?
Did he ever say that?
He never said that, but people were inferring that based on like certain mannerisms and stuff that he had, or maybe his face. But now that we know, like, we don't know what his day was like that particular day, or he could have been having a bad day, and that's why. But he still took the time out to try to at least give that back.
The fact that he did the fight scene with Michael B. Jordan on that waterfall, like, how do you do that with stage? Because I think he got diagnosed with stage 3.
Yeah, it was stage 3.
How do you do that with stage 3 cancer?
Because he's a bad motherfucker, and that's why I don't know how much I believe these people that were like, "Oh, I'm inferring that he was tired of playing Black." I think he loved playing Black Panther, bro.
Yeah,
I think that
he did mention that in the end. He's like, "Bro, the roles I picked, like, I've always wanted to do roles where, when I was younger, to see people like me, like the fact that I could do these roles." That means something to me.
I can't remember if you were there or not, but I remember me and some other folks at lunch, we were talking about black roles within like comic book movies, and I was saying how I don't need a black Superman, I don't need a black Captain America. I would rather them put money into black characters that were already there, or create black characters. I don't want to ride off the fucking backpack of a white character. I'd rather have a real black character. And this dude showed up and became one of the most popular Marvel figures when it comes to the movies.
In one movie.
Like, yeah, just off of
half
one part. He was in like, one movie. He 30 minutes. When they were showing the trailer for that movie, like the main thing that you took back was him tucking Captain America's shield down. You're like, wait, hold!
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Who is the Negro that is about to fuck up Captain America?
It's like fuck America. All this shit
Black Lives Matter, this bitch
It was
motherfucker.
symbolic.
He pulling that fucking American flag, like shield down. He's like, nah, this is Africa.
Right.
We don't do that shit.
He's like, y'all ain't number what we is. I'll tear all this shit up.
The baddest motherfucker. And then when I go back, because after that, I went back, because my favorite scene of all of the Marvel films is when Captain America's standing there and you hear Falcon, he says, on your left.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns around. And I'm not going to fucking lie. I cried like a fucking newborn when that shit happened in the theater. I was like, oh, shit. Y'all can lie if you want to.
You had that COVID.
No, I was
Everybody
definitely
in my theater was like,
Cheering.
yo.
Because we was waiting on him the whole movie.
I wasn't.
You weren't?
I didn't know anymore. I was just like, I don't know where this movie's going.
Me
I don't
neither.
know what's happening.
Me
I knew they
neither.
were going to
Me
come
neither.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were going to do it like that.
When you saw
Yeah.
him come out, like when you
The first one.
first
it's
one.
the gravity of like just him. Like to me, like
Oh my
he played like he played a king, but it's like to me, Chadwick he carried himself so regal. You know,
Yes.
he carried himself with such an integrity, and I think that that's the number one thing that stands out about every like testimony about. I had time to sit with Chadwick. I had time to act with him, and just the integrity and like the care to put into your craft every single day, and just seeing how people would look at this and be like, man, why did he do all this, spend his last month? Because ain't nothing else to live for, because that's how I'm going to stay alive here with y'all. When you see what Black Panther, it's regardless of whatever you think about the movie from whatever standpoint, if you are black and you can watch that movie and what it does to young black children to see themselves empowered and you don't feel any type of joy from that, I don't think that we want the same things.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and I saw a lot of people tweet about this. I wasn't at the house. I was here last night when the news broke, and I wasn't there when my mom. I mean, not my mom. I wasn't there when my wife told my sons that like Black Panther's dead, and you know, it was just I can only imagine what that's like, because obviously they love him as well.
Sure.
And now, it's like you're not gonna see that anymore, and not at least him.
Right.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the character. I don't know if there's any been discussions about that, but
I think there were kind of discussions.
Shuri.
Because that name came out a lot as far as her taking over Black Panther. I was like, he ain't even get his sequel yet. Usually they do like a whole trilogy before you get passed on. Yeah. And also for me, it's like, because I think Marvel, ABC, Disney, they're doing like a Black Panther showing on ABC, and they're gonna do like a Chadwick Boseman special right after that or before it.
A Black Panther show.
It's called World of Wakanda, I think.
They're showing the movie. They're showing the movie on ABC of Black Panther, and then they're doing a special.
Oh, Black Panther showing.
Yeah, they're showing.
Gotcha.
And and to me, it was just like that's a quick turnaround for someone who just passed. And maybe Marvel knew about it before, because Marvel.
I mean, even if they didn't, Marvel knows how important this is.
Yeah.
This was for Black people at least, and this is how I feel. This was the most important thing for Black comic book nerds ever.
But that
Period.
movie,
Black Panther just showing up, and what they did with him and making him so powerful. Like, another favorite part, like, give me the glove. Because they knew they couldn't get the glove to the other side. Who can get the glove? Yep. Black motherfucking Panther. Give me the glove. He knew it too.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like,
why we questioning? What we talking about?
Like, all right, bet. Give me the glove.
I got
You
it.
got it. It's like an Infinity War, and it's like Coogler, and just the way that the writing for certain from Civil War probably into, I'd say, the second part of the Avengers, just that scene where they're talking like, who do we know that's smart? And all we get is dum, 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 dum. You get the drums, and you like, you better talk about Africa in this fucking sense, nigga. You better talk about the intelligence that we got.
And how
just
she cut him up. She was like, why didn't y'all just do this in the beginning?
And
We could have been took this shit
Shuri
out.
makes Stark look like a little kid in terms of intellect, and I love that.
And he
And,
took her
you
tech
know,
too, because that nanotech that he used in Infinity War, that's from there. That's
while
from
we kind of
Wakanda.
talk about scenes, how about I think like was this the first appearance of Black Panther when he came on the scene and whooped Bucky's ass?
Man.
Man.
He was chasing down the car?
Yeah,
like,
man.
nigga.
They thought they were getting away. They looked in the mirror.
Like
And then he jumped on that bitch.
yeah, they
Come
made
on,
him
man.
powerful and impactful. Like
Yeah.
they didn't play him at all.
No,
you
they
know?
didn't Walking Dead him. Like they knew that this
Yep.
was a strong black character, and Chadwick Boseman knew that shit, and he played the fuck out of that.
And I
role.
love how they really put in today's culture. Like when he had the sandals and his sister clowned him. What are those?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they did an amazing job with Black Panther all the way around. Like they really tied in the comic book world of Wakanda to real life today. You know what I'm saying? And that's not an easy feat.
Did
I
anybody
think they
see-
really outdid themselves.
Did anybody else watch Get On Up?
I did.
Yeah,
With James
Brown.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Oh, you went to the theaters to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
played in
yeah.
theaters.
Yeah, because it was supposed, it was like a movie that wasn't really supposed to get made. Like I think John Bon Jovi helped it. It was some white dude helped it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised it was in theaters. I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
that big.
Denzel too.
Yeah, like it was like very like crowd supported, and that's why I kind of wanted to see. Plus, I wanted to see the James Brown story.
Was it
told.
good?
I liked
That's
it.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I mean,
I liked
we
it.
could talk off here.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I liked it, but I mean, I'm a music guy, so it's James Brown.
I was more impressed by his performance as far as him actually doing the move. Like he actually had to do those
Let me see,
moves.
does it sound good?
Does it
But,
feel good?
Yeah, does it feel good?
Then it
Yeah,
is good.
It is, yeah.
But I love
What
that
about 42?
I saw that.
I did
too.
see 42.
Yeah.
I
I
just-
just,
you know,
I think it's wild how we lost 24 and 42.
Damn,
Wait, who was 24?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh,
I
was
think
thinking
it's
Michael
I think
Jordan.
it's wild. Numerology is crazy in that way. I kind of get into that stuff, but it's like just thinking about sports figures and like thinking about the weight of just these people that we never think have this impact on us, or not even
Yeah,
this
that's the
impact,
biggest
but
thing.
it's just it's like a passive presence that people have in like just our peripheral lives. Of you know, Snoop Dogg is just always going to be here, right? Morgan Freeman's just always going to be here, right?
Until he's not.
And then it's like, wait, Michael Jackson's gone? You know, and you wake up one day and you're like, well, this world is different now. Wait, Kobe's gone?
It's like
The first time I felt that was with Bernie Mac. Like when he passed, especially because it was dealing with some illness too, I think. And I was just like, I always thought he was.
But it's like celebrating the greatness while they're here. They're giving the flowers and shit like that, right? And that was what I liked about Chadwick Boseman, is that it felt like on any given day you were going to see something positive posted about him, Black Panther, or something.
He was appreciated.
Yes, very much so, and he felt that. I think he felt that he was loved by especially his community, and just seeing the reaction, real quick, FIFO, from people just on Twitter. This one hurt people.
A lot, yeah. I've seen random people who didn't even meet him know him. They were like, "Bruh,
This was a loss." This is going back to the Kobe shit. Like that hurt too. Like this is up there. This is up there because Black Panther is so wide ranging as
100%.
well.
I think one of those moments, man, like when Oladipo during the dunk contest put on the Black Panther mask, like going back and seeing that now, like at the time I was like, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is into props and shit now. They're in the, but just it feels more significant now looking at it, and it was just like, damn, like I don't know, man. Like this one does feel different. For me, one of the first ones that hit the one that hit me the hardest by far for me personally was Nipsey, but this one is up there. Kobe and Chadwick and Nipsey are all kind of like in the same boat for me, man. Like it's just hard to understand really why.
Cultural, man.
Yeah. I love the fact that the last role that he did, like I saw somebody talking about this, the last role that he did was of a black man that died influencing future actions of black men.
That's why I want to mention
Like-
the run he went on.
But
it's like
I get that, but focus on the last film.
no, that's what I mean. Like to end on that one,
yeah.
like that one is like
Well,
that's
let
what I
me
mean.
hear-
It
let me
leads
hear-
up to
Yeah,
that.
no,
I wanna hear his point, yeah.
please.
Yeah, my bad. No, I just wanted to acknowledge that.
He does it all the time.
My bad. I'm just saying. I just got to.
That's why I was trying to bring it back.
I know you
no, I'm gonna.
The movie run. The movies, Mike. Look at the movies, dog.
I get your Nick, but
I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook. My bad.
go ahead, Q.
No, but the Five Bloods. No, speak on that because that's like such. I was thinking that exact same thing. Man, it's just like seeing. I'm not gonna step on the point, but just seeing that scene. It lets me think about just the urgency that I think he was working with.
Yes.
The word I always think about is just he was urgently working for us. And that type of shit is just, you can't put a price on that.
It's rare.
You can't put a price, and you can't put, and that's Nipsey, he's working for us. Whether you see it in the community, he's touching that community, touching those children, touching those people coming out of the system. And we're talking about Chadwick because for him to be able to deliver these performances, it speaks to an intention in every bit of work that he was doing. There has to be intention here. There has to be some message here. There has to be something here. So in that Five Bloods, Spike Lee, that scene, incredible.
I mean, the Five Bloods definitely hit different now that Chadwick passed away than it did before, man. I'm sorry, what happened?
No, just Rod's text.
Oh.
Sorry. He's gone. Jesus, man. You know, Rod lost his grandmother. He just lost his uncle, too. Shit. I feel bad for him.
Bro, I feel like 2020 is like a Vietnam, dog. Like,
right.
We are lucky if we make it out of this joint.
This is crazy.
And you know, just to stay on the Chadwick thing.
Well, hold on, because we never. I know, because everybody just keep
My bad, we interrupted.
Only when I passed the mic to was Q, but everybody else just snatching give me the mic. I think that is something to really said about the fact that this man left this earth with this role and this character that really mirrored what he did in real life for being so young. Again, that character, he died in that film, and his legacy lived on through, was it 4 or 5? It was four others, right? Through these other 4 men. And for the rest of their lives, till they died, till some of them died, some of them lived, but to the ones that died, their entire lives were impacted by this one man's legacy. And then when you look at what he did in real life, one man, his legacy is impacting millions of people. All of these young black kids are now able to look up and say, well, I don't have to be the black version of anything. I can be Black Panther, the baddest Avenger there ever was. Could nobody whoop Black Panther's ass? Nobody. And even when you look at the whole idea of him absorbing all of the
powers and stuff,
like anybody that hit him, he absorbs it. Anybody that shot at him, he absorbs it. Then what does he do? He shoots it back at them and fucks everybody up. Yep. And when you look at how black people, we do that. We take all of the trauma that we're given,
all the pain,
we turn it into art. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. I know this is nerdy as fuck, but it's just like when you really look at what this dude did with this one role. He didn't write the fucking movie. He didn't write the role, but he brought that shit to life. I don't think other black men may have not have pulled it off the way
That's
he
how I was
did.
going to get to that point too. Maybe
I know you wanted to get to a different point. I know. You always want to get to a different point.
No, I'm just saying, like, maybe, like, because when he got casted for that role, I was like, Chadwick, I never thought of him as a superhero kind of actor. And then when you see it, it's like, oh, this makes the most sense in the world. And even to your point, as far as at the end, when he gives his sister that building that Killmonger was in when he saw his dad die, and then how that's supposed to be a community thing. You see the little black kid like looking up to, like it just, like you said, it's all intentional.
It's crazy.
It just takes me to a mindset of thinking about the little acting things that we don't see, and we maybe will never see that may perhaps passed with Chadwick and transition with him in terms of like those little impromptu things that he changed in the middle of like a scene to get a message across.
Yes.
That's like, hey, I'm always gonna be here with y'all.
Yes.
Maybe that's not in the script. Maybe he just said it. Maybe the director's like, hey, cut. That was great. But that's his little gem. Find those Easter eggs. Bro. That, like, literally, that Black Panther script, there's no way him and Ryan Coogler did not have conversations about life and death when they're talking about the ancestral plane. So that means, like, and he has that news in his mind. Well,
Oh, shit.
That's to
what I'm
me,
saying.
death is like this. Death is this way.
That's
and I think
crazy.
about death like this, and life is like this.
I didn't think of that. That's crazy.
He's leaving these Easter eggs. Watch the movies from 2016 all the way through. I promise you will not. There's no actor that does every single script 100% as it said. They have to have impromptu. Improv is always a part of acting.
Yep.
So the things that he's saying, the things that are just naturally coming out of him.
Did you guys?
Hold on, before you go, did y'all see the Kenny Smith thing? So Kenny Smith was talking about how he didn't know Kobe Bryant like that, but when he passed that Kobe was so interconnected to everybody, so he wanted to recreate Kobe Bryant moments. So he called upon Ice Cube and other people. Chadwick Boseman was one of those, and he took a picture like Kobe, like expressing. So like when the news hit, like that was one of the first things that came to my mind. Like, damn, like I don't know, man. Like this one hit different, man. And it hit out of nowhere. But I'm sorry, Ken, go ahead.
No, you good. Just lasting impact. And I saw this video, and I've been seeing this meme for years now, and I never knew. And I don't know if you saw the kids dancing on the table, little black kid dancing on the table.
Run the Jewels and
Yeah, I don't know if it was Run the Jewels, but
the little black kids. And he was like, oh,
yeah. I never knew that they were dancing because they were going to see Black Panther.
Yeah.
And I finally watched the whole video for the first time.
Yeah, because it's always that boy.
It's always the boy.
That little boy doing a little jig.
I've always seen the whole
boy.
video.
It's the Ron Clark Academy, right?
Yes, the Ron Clark Academy.
It's beautiful, man.
Very much so, man. Just watching the joy and excitement on those kids' faces, knowing that they were going to see this movie. Yes, man.
When we were kids, we didn't have that. We had Richard Pryor and Superman.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't really have any black superheroes like that to look up to in movies.
Yeah. So,
Just Halloween, man. Just seeing the little black, just seeing it, seeing the pride, seeing the this is me, like this is what I am. You know what I mean? And just like, you really can't put a price tag on that and what that carries for memories for those kids when they turn 18, 19. They'll be like, man, I remember when my dad took me and my mama, my auntie took me to go see. I remember when my field trip, we went to go see Black Panther for the third time. I remember how it made me feel when blah blah blah. I remember when Killmonger did. Just all those memories, man. It's the intention and the urgency that he had to just continue to give, even when life was taking from him. Like that shit is just wild to me.
I've been wanting to go back and rewatch because Endgame is still my favorite. I've been wanting to go back and just rewatch.
Endgame is just too dark for me.
What's that supposed to mean, Nick?
No, I mean like it's a sad.
What's wrong with dark
it's
shit?
It's a sad movie.
You got a problem with dark shit, bro?
Yeah,
as you pull up your fucking,
chill out.
He said, maybe I do. What the fuck? What if I do?
To me, I like Infinity War because it's happy, then it gets sad. Endgame is just sad, and then it gets happy at the end.
We're trying to celebrate blackness over here.
I'm just saying. We are celebrating blackness because he was the baddest motherfucker that walked out that fucking thing.
He said it was too dark.
That's what I'm saying.
The tone.
No, man, the tone was again celebratory. This was some Nas shit. This was ultra black. The first circle, he walks out with 2 black women and doesn't even smile.
Nope.
Doesn't say, "Hey, I'm back." He don't say shit. He just walks out and the camera pans on his face. And he's hold on.
I thought he walked out because he was pissed off that y'all had this war at my house and now we still fighting. You know, y'all brought me back to fight again.
Black Panther showed up because he knew he had the whole fucking gang with him. Booba, yeah! Booba, yeah! All them motherfuckers. If they didn't have Africa, they'd have lost that fucking fight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. And you talking about it's too dark. Once again. Once again.
See, it's the mindset.
It
Nigga.
is. We gotta break this, Nick.
Bro, y'all make me.
Look, if they did not have Wakanda, they would have lost that fight. It is the point.
The point I'm talking about, I'm saying it's a sad
So you
movie.
saying it should have been in Germany? No, I'm just
You know what I'm saying? Well, the Germans gonna do
I
it.
didn't like that they took the fight to Wakanda in the first place. Why you gotta fight in Africa?
Is that a
this
truck?
is American
Is
shit.
that a trucker hat too, Nick?
What is happening, Dave? What is going on today? What was Dave Chappelle's white character? What was his name?
Clayton Bigsby.
Tyrone.
Not the crackhead.
Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah, is that what's happening right now?
Bro, y'all funny.
Oh damn.
Let us be happy, man. That shit was great.
No, I was gonna say something like Q to your point, man. Like my niece is like 4 years old now. I think she's gonna be 5. Goddamn, time flies. But like she literally had my brother call me to talk about Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of her favorite characters. And just to think, you know, like I don't know if he's had that conversation with her. I don't know if you put that on a 4-year-old. I don't even know if she can grasp that. But the fact that, you know, she saw a black person, you know, portray that, and like she watches that shit like back to back, the same one. You know what I'm saying? So she really likes it, and you know, like just having that conversation with her about that and that connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just to think about how there many kids have that connection and they're excited for that. It was way beyond time for us to have a superhero out there to really promote us. You know what I'm saying? In a very positive way.
Boomba, yay! You ain't gonna say it back.
You ain't even say it right.
I was saying it to you. And what is it? It's not Boomba, yay. What is it?
Nah,
Oh,
it's
All right. No, because you talking about his mother.
I don't make them jokes. I don't make them jokes no more. What was it, Nick?
I'll make it.
It was it was what they were responding to is like that.
But what's the actual word they're saying? It wasn't Boomba.
Nah,
I've been saying Boomba for about 5 years.
I gotta figure it out. It's not.
Ebon Bay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's it. Ebon Bay. That's it. I was saying Ebon Bay before. I don't know where I got.
Just think about like the Michael Jackson song. Somebody says almost out the muscle song. Like, who really knows, man? We just let it go.
It's the intent behind it.
Right.
I would say this though.
We ain't trying to bring each other down.
Right. We're trying to celebrate.
Yeah.
And
Boomba, Ebon Bay. We gonna mix it up, Nick.
in the theater, everybody did say that though. As soon as when he started doing the chant, I loved that scene about it. But yeah, Chadwick Boseman, man, R.I.P. That's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, we'll leave it there.